Greetings to all of you dear students. Now we are going to solve 12th problem in case of liquidation. Surya Company Limited went into voluntary liquidation on 31/12/2018. The following details were available with the liquidator. Total creditors were 75,660, including preferential creditors 8,000. In addition, there were 6% debentures of rupees 80,000. Interest has been paid up to 30th June 2018. The following amounts were received on sale of company's assets. Stock of goods 84,000, machinery 60,600. The company had cash on hand 500 and the debenture holders were repaid in full along with interest of 31,000 along with interest on 31st December 2018. The expenses of liquidation is 1,902. The liquidator should be paid remuneration of 3% on the amount received on sale of assets and 2% on the amount paid to unsecured creditors including preferential creditors. Prepare liquidator final statement of accounts. Surya Company Limited went into voluntary liquidation on 31/12/2018. So 31/12/2018 is a date of closure, date of liquidation. The following details were available with the liquidator. Total creditors were 75,660, including preferential creditors of rupees 8,000. So total creditor is 75,660. In that we have preferential creditors. So remove preferential creditors 8,000, deduct preferential creditors 8,000, we get 67,660. So 67,660 is called remaining unsecured creditors. In addition, there were 6% debentures of rupees 80,000. So we have debentures rupees 80,000 and it carries an interest rate of 6%. Interest has been paid up to 30th June 2018. Look at the above. The date of closure of business is December 2018. Interest is paid as on June 2018. That means 6 months interest is yet to be paid. 6 months interest is not yet paid. The following amounts were received on the sale of company's assets. What are the amount received by you on sale of assets? Stock of goods 84,000, machinery 60,600 and the company had cash on hand 500. So these are the various assets realized and cash in hand. The debenture holders were repaid in full along with interest on 31/12/2018. That means interest is also paid along with debenture. It means 6 months interest is paid. So not only principal amount of debenture 80,000 is paid, together you should also pay interest at the rate of 6% for 6 months. The liquidator's expenses, that is called expenses of liquidation, is 1,902 and liquidator is eligible for remuneration, should be paid a remuneration of 3% on amount received on sale of asset and 2% on the amount paid to unsecured creditor including preferential creditor. So remuneration is calculated on two. It's calculated on assets and it is calculated on unsecured creditor including preferential creditor. That means consider preferential creditor also to calculate remuneration to liquidator. So we have prepare liquidator final statement of accounts. So the answer appears before you all. So liquidator final statement of accounts. Cash in hand 500. Why do we write cash 500 separate outer column? Because cash is not considered to calculate remuneration. Stock 84,000, machinery 60,600. Total assets realized 1,44,600. Credit side we have secured creditors dash. Liquidation expenses 1,902. In our problem we don't have secured creditors. Liquidation expenses 1,902. Liquidator remuneration on assets sold 3%. So 1,44,600 into 3% you get 4,338. Remuneration is also calculated on preferential creditors. Preferential creditors is 8,000 into 2% we get 160. And on unsecured creditors don't calculate remuneration for the time being. Remuneration on unsecured creditors keep it pending. Do not consider, do not look into, for the time being keep it pending. We shall check whether full amount is available to pay creditor or not. If full amount is available, divide by 100. If full amount is not available, we should take divide by 102. We shall check after few minutes. Next, debenture. Debenture is paid 80,000 plus 2,400 6 months interest. So 2,400 is calculated below. 80,000 into 6% into 6 by 12. Interest is due for 6 months. So we get interest 2,400. So debenture is 80,000 plus 2,400. We get 82,400. Preferential creditor is 6,000. Sorry, preferential creditor is 8,000. Now we shall check whether full amount is available to pay unsecured creditors or not. So we have 500 plus 144,600 minus liquidation expenses 1,902 minus liquidator remuneration on asset 4,338 minus liquidator remuneration on preferential creditor 160 minus debenture with interest 82,400 minus preferential creditors 8,000. Then amount available is 48,300. This is the amount available with us, 48,300. Check whether full amount is available to pay unsecured creditors or not. Total unsecured creditor is 67. I repeat, total unsecured creditor is 67,660. Therefore, amount available is 48,300. So we don't have sufficient amount to pay full unsecured creditors. So divide by 102 into 2. Then remuneration on unsecured creditor is 947. Total remuneration is 5445. Then amount payable to unsecured creditor will be 47,353. How do you get 47,353? Receipt side 500 plus assets realized 144,600 minus liquidation expenses 1,902 minus liquidator remuneration 5,445 minus debenture is 82,400 minus 8,000 rupee preferential creditor. So amount available or payable to unsecured creditor is 47,353 against 67,660. We should pay 67,660, but we pay 47,353. So if you divide, we get 70 paisa in a rupee. Where we should pay 1 rupee, in that place we pay only 7 paisa. Actually we get 0.69 paisa. We rounded to 70 paisa. Thank you.